Hello. Happy Sunday, October 16th, 2022. Uh, I'm going to guess and say it's like close on 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe. I think all the NFL games are going into the second halves now, so I think that's about right. Uh, Beautiful day. Wow. Beautiful autumn day. And there's a high powered plane coming in from somewhere. I don't know. Or he just took off over me and I didn't see him. My dog is with me, but I had to put him in a crate like this because of all the dogs that I've known, not a one had trouble riding in a car. This guy is terrified of riding in cars, and he gets terrified of all kinds of things. He's got a small dog syndrome, and I have had a hard time adjusting to it because I'm his meal ticket. I'm pretty much his sugar daddy. I'm the only one that's taking care of it right now. So if you got a single source for everything you need, are you going to be afraid of that? I don't think so. So I guess it's the cognitive difference between human beings and every other species on the planet. We have a higher cognitive level. But cognitive meaning, I think cognitive means, I'm guessing at this too. Cognitive means the quality of being able to, or the ability or the skill of being able to absorb and retain knowledge. And cognitive also has something to do with communication too, I believe. Because I'd love to tell Harvey that when he ran out in the middle of Route 30 the other day just to get to a dog that was on the other side of the street and he didn't realize the dangers of getting killed. For human beings, it takes 8 years from birth. So ages 0 through 8, children don't get that understanding of danger, of dangerous things. And then at 8, they start getting it. It's still very difficult to fight against a sexual predator that's smart and knows how to take advantage of very young people, inexperienced young people. I was molested when I was 7 years old in a movie theater. And the way the guy did it was just sickening. But he picked a seat that was one seat in from the end. And it was a sold-out movie, just about sold out. My sister and I, there was the only 2 seats we saw were on either side of this guy. And the seat closest was the one on the aisle. So my sister went to his right side, and I sat to his left. We were watching the movie Hatari, which is like a really old John Wayne movie. I didn't like the movie for obvious reasons. Anyway, so I'd sit next to this guy, and then after about a minute or two, his hand is on my leg. His left hand is on my right leg. I didn't know what to do. I'm only 7 years old. And he moves the leg up. He moves his hand up my leg and then starts feeling me up in my genitals and everything, you know. And then he starts telling me to go to the bathroom with him. And I said no, and then he keeps on trying to persuade me. And then suddenly I just get up and I run. I knew it was wrong what he was doing. I just didn't know what to do about it. And it's interesting because so I'm at the back of the theater, and I'm waiting to see if this guy gets up and leaves, and sure enough, he does. Because he, you know, for all he knows, I'm out calling my parents or the police or something. He has to get out of there, so I watch him get up and leave. But I wish I had on the way home, I told my sister. She didn't care. I'm mad at her. She said, "Don't say anything to anybody." I'm like, "Why?" I think, you know, even at that age, I was on the verge of the age of reason. So 8 years old. That's why I decided to tell all 3 of my children the facts of life about sex when they were like 9 or 10. I decided this is because I remember at 9 years old, I'm in 4th grade. At 8 years old, I'm in 3rd grade. At 10 years old, I'm in 5th grade. And my sexual hormones, or whatever you want to call it, really takes over your life, takes over a man's life right around 10 years old. And I'll tell you what, it's like, it's bizarre as hell. And still is. was 61 years ago. That's ain't life a kick. So anyway, yeah, I was molested, and that guy should be in jail for the rest of his life for what he did. But maybe I'm going overboard there. Maybe 10 to 15, 10 to 20 years, something like that, because he would have absolutely done a number on me if he had if the opportunity played out the way he thought it was. Anyway, that's my message for today. There's beauty in the world. You just have to look for it. Sometimes it jumps out at you. Sometimes it's obvious and inconspicuous. Sometimes it's subtle and hidden beauty. And that's really good too when you find that kind. I hope you guys find your subtle and hidden beautiful things in your world today and going forward. Peace be with you. Long life and prosperity.